Hello. Oh, Gerald's not feeling well. That's Gerald, my screaming goat. That means it is 7 o'clock on Monday, Mystery Card Monday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Who are you? Give me a howdy-ho. Let me know who's in the house tonight. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I think I've burnt myself out on giddiness today from tonight's layout. My shoulders are up around my ears today, and I'm trying to just push them down. I used tonight's layout to make 30 cards for my upcoming incentive trip to Mexico, and we're doing swaps, and I made 36 of them using tonight's layout. I love it. I am super stoked about this. There's some people, some eyeballs. Christine McKay, hello, Winnipeg. Hi, Sonia, thank you for sharing. Jen, hello, good evening. Susan and Linda and Bernice from sunny golfing Penticton. How many times have you been out so far, Bernice? This isn't the first, I'm sure. My little golfing friend. I've golfed about 3 times in my life. I used to work at a golf course. Little fun fact about Tamara, I used to work at the golf course, but I was in the concession, and I've golfed probably 4 times in my life. 3 of those would be in a tournament. Once was with my father. He vowed never to golf with me again, and he never did. It was that bad. I think I shot like a 300 and something, but that was on 9 holes. It was awful. It was the worst. But anyway, I had fun. I don't know. He was embarrassed and mortified and all that stuff. But anyway, fun fact about Tamara. Hello, Debbie and Marcella. Penny. Hey, Debbie, did you grab your stuff from my box? I'm not sure if you did. If not, I'll be out running errands on Wednesday. I could pop it by if you're home on Wednesday. Hi, Penny. MJ, hello. Gloria, hello. Cindy's in the house. Hello, Teresa. Is it nice out? I don't know. I've been in my cave all day making 30 swaps, so I don't know. It could have been snowing today for all I know. And there's Paulette, Penny. Hi, Jennifer. All right. So yes, tonight. No, let's back it up the bus. Beep, beep, beep. Did you see my post? Okay, like Stampin' Up. If it's not the universe throwing curveballs at me, it's Stampin' Up. We found out that there's a clearance rack refresh tonight at midnight. Now, I did a post. So that was the first. Well, I wasn't really into working anyway. So I thought, okay, I'll make a Canva poster. And so I did that. And then that morphs into, I need to do a newsletter. So it's, pivot. You have to change tracks. Comments are not scrolling. I don't know, but I don't know, MJ. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, Sherry. Not a golfer, tried a few times. Actually, I took some lessons when I lived in Germany. Yes, another fun fact about Tamara. I lived in Germany. And a bunch of us military wives, we had nothing else to do. So we decided we'd take golf lessons. And with every lesson I took, I got progressively worse. So, yeah. We just drank instead. It was okay. Yeah. Buy Your Side is unavailable. Cindy, I had no idea. Is it not available? I don't know. I've been in all kinds of headspaces lately. What was going on this weekend? I did a lot of stuff and things. Chipping away at my yay list before I go to Mexico on Saturday. Yeah, where's my bell? Where is my bell? Oh, my bell. I don't know. We'll give it a goat scream instead. Mexico Saturday. I have a class Friday night. I have my daughter's 21st birthday on the Thursday. I've got all kinds of stuff. I got appointments coming out my ears on Wednesday. So at least tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm going to pack. I'm not sure when I'm going to do my nails. So my head has been all over. I haven't checked the availability list. But what I do know, swing it around, Bertram, calm down, is that we are having a clearance rack refresh at midnight tonight. If you want to have a little peekaboo at what might be on clearance, and this isn't a guarantee because my eyebrows are crooked. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, we'll just go like this. Okay, we'll just go like this. You can hop over to the Australian website. Hello, Jeanette from Stewart, Virginia. Is VA Virginia? I think it is. Hop over to the Australian website, stampinup.au, and you can look at their clearance rack stuff. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Now, this is unprecedented. Stampin' Up! Doesn't traditionally have any celebrations items in the clearance rack, but they do this time. Now, this doesn't mean they're going to in the future. What happened was COVID, and the purchasing that had to happen during COVID. I'll get to that in a minute, Bernice. Meant that they had a boatload of paper left over. That was from celebrations last year, not this year. So anyway, there's a lot of great deals to be had. Pop in at midnight. Hi Deborah. I'm not staying up till midnight. I got enough issues with sleep. I'm not staying up till midnight, but if you want to check it out, pardon me, I need a tissue. Check it out at midnight, tamarabertram.stampinup.net. Things will go fast, right? The best items go quickly, okay? You can use, if your order is under $200, I appreciate if you use a host code. That lets me get some free spending that I can then turn into prizes for my team and for, when I have my BOGOs and that sort of thing. So I've just sent out a newsletter with links. I've done a post in my pages, and that's so the clearance rack happens midnight Mountain Time. That's right, Cindy. That's right. You're in a different market. I'm sorry. So yeah, Utah is Mountain Time, and that's when it goes live at midnight Mountain Time. So check that out. The other thing that's in my newsletter that's urgent and or pressing is my paper and ribbon share. So if your demonstrators are not, if you're in Canada, you can take part in my paper share. And it has 10 of the papers, the designer papers from the new catalog, and 9 ribbons from the catalog, the new ones. Paper share is $80 for the paper, $40 for the ribbon. So that's 120 combined. And if you get both of them, you get a perk of 2 embellishments that I forget what they are. And I can't show you the inside of the catalog. I can show you the outside of the catalog. Want to see what I did in my catalog? This is what I did on Friday night, because I'm like a wild and crazy kind of gal. Look what I did. I coil bound, not very well, but I coil bound my my book. I have, what's it called, that thing I have? I don't know. There's some machine I have. And I can't show you the inside, but look, I've got tabs for all the different sections. So I've got my suites, my bundles, my techniques, ribbons, and embellishments, and my wheel. So that's what I got up to on the weekend. Did all that kind of stuff. Hello, Modesto, California. Linda, hi. Hey, Beth, how you doing? What did that have to do with anything? Oh, the ribbons and the paper shares are in here. What else can I tell you about that? The deadline, okay, like I say a deadline, but I also know me. And if you came to me on Thursday and said, hey, can I still get in on the paper share? I'd probably say yes. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row because I'm getting on a plane on Saturday and I have so much to do. I need to get my ordering figured out ahead of time. So if you could please RSVP. Ideally, I need 2 more people to register for my paper and ribbon share. Okay. Oh, I just cut it, Sharon. I just rip the pages apart and then I trim it. So they were trimmed to like 8 1/4 or 8 2 ticks or something like that. And then I coil bound it. So I just rip them open and use my old guillotine. Actually, no, I used my paper trimmer just to trim off the pages a little bit there. And hi, Sharon. Okay, Zutter to make you book. Is it a Zutter that I have? I think it is, Gloria. Is it? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so the glass mat. No, there is no word yet on when we can order it. So the way it's going down is demonstrators will have the opportunity to buy the glass mat ahead of customers on a pre-order. So that's usually a couple weeks or a month-long opportunity for demonstrators. And then if there are any left after that, they will be available to customers. No timeline yet on that. Shipping, what? Shipping's not going up. No, postage is going up May 6th. Not shipping, not Stampin' Up! Shipping, Jennifer, unless you know something I don't know. Yeah, Canada Post. So stamps are going up, I believe, May 6th. So I just stocked up on all my stamps at Costco. It's only $88 or something for 100, so that's like 88 cents. And I think everywhere else is like 94 cents. So it is cheaper to go to Costco and get your rolls of the stamps, and those hold their value forever. However, what makes me sad is I have rolls. I just bought rolls of $1.30 stamps, which work to get to the US and or oversized mail, and the $1.94s, which are the ones I use the most. So I just bought rolls of them, but now they're going to go up an extra 7 cents, and I'm going to have to go to the post office and get them to print out extra 7 cents for every single I mail. I think last year I spent $3,000 on postage, so not best pleased about that. However, okay. Hi, Kathy. So I was down here doing all the stuff and the things and doing my swaps for Mexico. I have to say right now, $1.36 7. Well, what are stamps right now? I think are only what, 97. So add 7 cents to that. So $1.14. No, $1.04. 97 plus 7. 7 is $1.04. But the $1.30 stamps will be $1.37. Yes, for the oversized. Anyway, what was I going to go on about? I don't even know. Those are the 2 things you need to know about that's happening this week. Oh, I know what I was going to say is I have to tell you, when I talk about the incentive trip, that results are not typical. Fewer than 1% of demonstrators earn the incentive trip. I have to put disclaimers on things because I don't want y'all quitting your job thinking that you're going to make $1 million doing what I do. Okay, so there's my disclaimer. But yes, I'm getting on a plane for Mexico on Saturday morning, so I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. And yes, register for all the things beforehand so I can get everything done and I can sleep that night. Okay, let's talk cards, shall we? Now, you remember last week I had done, what was my card last week? Where there were 3 strips of paper. Oh, and I don't know where they went. Oh, I guess I took them all away. They're all gone. Okay. Well, last week I had 3 strips of paper and I cut them at 3.5. Oh yeah, right. They were butterflies and stuff and things. Yeah, the butterfly ones. Anyway, so yesterday, one day, I came down here and I thought, okay, I had all these scraps on. Oh, I am, Bev. Oh, I am. So I came down and I had all these scraps on my desk. And I wanted to have another quick, easy layout. And so I started to play, because in the back of my head, I was thinking I wanted to do some swaps for the trip. And it needed to be quick and easy. So I thought, fine, I'll just crack off 30 of the butterfly ones, right? And then, well, no, surely I can stretch to using a different stamp set. And then I started to case myself. So I wish I had one of my butterfly cards here. Why did I? Here's one. Here's one right here. Okay, here we go. So this is, okay, back up the bus. Yeah, this is what we made last week, right? So I had these strips. So I was thinking, well, I really wanted to use the new birdhouse or country flower sets. So these are the two of the new sets that are in the catalog. And I'm running a class with this one, July 26th. And so I was looking at these images and I landed on this one and I really, 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 really loved it. Anyway, long story, not even shorter. I was playing with the pieces and I had cut pieces from the, oh, good Lord, the new lace paper. Here, this paper, the lace something or other. This one, so pretty. This is one that's in my paper share. So I had all these pieces lying around. So I guess I'm trying to give you a little peek into my crazy mind. That's really all over the map right now. So I started laying down some of these pieces and wait till you see what I ended up with because it looks nothing like this. So I was playing with this going, okay, well, I can snazz it up, right? It morphed into something completely different. And we ended up with what we're going to do tonight. So this, oh my God, am I ever overdue for a break? I tell you, and you can tell, like, I can't, not that I could focus before, but I'm all over the board. Like I can't hold thoughts more than usual. So yeah, I definitely need a break. Anyway, that's how you'll recognize this piece is 3.5 by 1 1/4. Okay. So there are so few pieces to this and I was absolutely giddy when I came up with this. It's Cancun Way, Bernice. It's the Xcaret, Mexico. It's like the Disneyland of Mexico. So it's going to be amazing. Wait till you see the pictures of this place. Yeah, it'll be awesome. All right, so this is just how my brain worked. So let's just start with this. Where's Mr. Pointer? We're going to start with an 8.5 by 5.5. Hey, Chirpy, are you in the birdhouse? Chirpy, are you here? Julie, are you in? Because I wrote down the Chirpy card maker of quilts, so that I actually got your name right this time. Anyway, we're starting off with a standard card base, but this is how this came to be. Start off with a card base. Okay. All right, like so. We're just going to put that aside. And I had these pieces. So originally they were these, right? And I thought, well, we can do something with that. And then it was too much. I ended up liking this. You know what? I mean, should I start with that card? No, that's going to use my stepped up card. But anyway, I ended up with one piece. That's all we needed was one little piece. So this could be your card. This could be your card if you want to start off simple. So you know that what I'm trying to do lately is start with really, really basic and then step it up. There is no reason why you can't just do a card that looks like this. Honestly. And maybe I will. Maybe, okay, this is from the retiring paper, the gingham, something about gingham. Should we do it? Should this just be our card? And we're going to step it up? Let's do it. Let's get busy, Tamara. Oh my God, girl. Does this even fit on here? This is my blueberry bunches. And this is another blueberry bunches. So we could start with this. You don't have to have all the toys. Yeah, it's not a 5-star hotel, Cindy. It's a 5-diamond place. I heard that some of the rooms at this place now, I had people who were trying to book to bring in extra family members, $2,000 a night. 2,000. Hey, Julie. There you are, the chirpy card maker of quilts. And more. Don't forget the and more. There you are. Okay, so this could be your layout. Honestly, if I were to start with something this simple, I would be tempted to put a layer down from my little tickle trunk. I would be tempted to emboss it, and boom. So let's just do something here. It's like, God, I'm yammering. I told you I'd be yammering today. Yammering more than usual. So let's do this. I knew you were coming, Julie, so I had to practice. So I'm going to stamp a few of them here because I'm going to use more. And let's try to step this up. So let's do 3 because I love this color and I love this image. There, and then I can put it away. Okay. All right. Yeah, this hotel is freaking amazing. It's not even a hotel, it's a resort. So there are 5 different parks that we get to go to. You have a wristband just like at Disneyland. Okay, so while y'all are... Okay. Stop it. I keep getting ahead of myself. We're just going to cut this out. Yeah, it's like the Disneyland of Mexico. Everything's included, including alcohol. And although I'm not one to drink, I can promise you the night of the get together with all the Stampin' Up people, which is on the Sunday the 29th, there's a good chance I'm going to be drunk. Because I am so excited to see all of my friends. I haven't seen so many of them since Greece, which was in 2019. So we're talking 5 years since I've seen many of them in person. Other Canadians who I haven't seen maybe ever. We're friends online, but okay. So I'm just fussy cutting this. So okay, let's get back to stamping here for a minute and easy cards. So you don't have to have all the toys. The circle that I have here on my desk, it is a 2.5 inch circle punch. Okay, so you don't have to have the die cut machine. You don't have to have all the things to emboss. Like, you don't have to have a lot. You can just have ink, paper, stamps, and just an easy layout like this. Okay, so here we go. Oh, thanks, Julie. It's not hard. Well, when you've been doing it for 18 years. So let's just say that this is my layout. These are my original pieces that I told you to have. So you can go like this. You can go like this. You can go like that. You could stamp backgrounds. Like, you could just keep stamping more berries. But I'm not going to. Like, this is enough. I like layers. If you don't have all the toys, you just use more paper. So you can put in a layer like this. I love when my pieces overlap. So this, I'm even going to use one smaller layer. If you don't know, I have a tickle trunk full of my layers over there. I just keep randomly grabbing things until I find a size that I like. So I like that this piece of paper is bigger than this layer. And I might even go one smaller yet. Because you're looking for texture. and that's going to bring you interest, right? So if you do different layers, it's just pleasing to the eye. And we could throw in a bigger layer. Just keep layering it. So all you need is a paper trimmer. And look, you've got a more interesting layout than you did a minute ago, right? Yeah, hi Shonda. Yeah. So absolutely, you could just keep it like this, put it right in the center. You're done. I like things off center in every way, shape, and form. I like it the upper third, something like that. And then let's just go ahead. I'm going to keep it simple, but I was just showing you layers that you can use to what we call step it up. You're going to use dimensions and to give that more interest, and then you can use embellishments if you have them. But look how simple this card is going to be with just 3 pieces. A strip of paper. So this one again, pardon me, is 3.5 by 2 3/4. No, it's not. It is it's crooked. It's 1 1/4 by 3.5. You'd think I could put it down straight, but no. Okay. Here is a 2.5-inch circle, which I'm going to pop up on dimensionals in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. Let's see what I've got here. I do have the So Happy For You, sending you a thank you, a hello there. How about just a So Happy For You? Oh my gosh, I got so much water. I still have another liter to drink. Hey Marsky, how are you? Okay, now that's not very centered, which bothers me. Look at that. So I'm going to have to alter that. I'm going to have to know that this sentiment is off to the left a little more. And I'm going to use my glass mat for the purposes for which it was intended. And I'm going to ink this up in my blueberry bushel. And I'm going to see how straight or how crooked this is going to stamp. So I'm going to use my glass mat. Let's just do it over here so I can see. And I'm going to try to line up visually that H, the left side of the H. I'm going to line it up on this line and see how far off I am. Okay, it's not far off. It's bang on. Huh. But it is a little crooked. All right, so that bugs me a bit. So now I kind of know. So now I take my little thing and I clean it off. Now I kind of know what I'm working with when I go to stamp it. And hopefully I'll get it right this time. So, one more time. I think it just has to go up. Well, that's not bad either. All right, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to go So Happy For You. That. Wipe this off again. Oh, forget that. Just nope. I shouldn't have done that. I thought that would have come off a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Now I've got it all over my hand. You know where that's going to end up, all over my paper. It's a bad idea. Okay. So that's taped down. Now we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. I'm totally winging this right now. Like, this is not... My shirt is rolling up. Okay, you guys. I live in tank tops. So today, you ever seen on Facebook shapewear? Is that what it's called? It's called shapewear. There's Thigh Society. There's a bunch of different shapewear things on Facebook. Anyway, I bought one of their camis, and yes, it feels like I'm wearing a girdle, and it's got everybody really tight in here, but now that I'm sitting down, it keeps rolling up, which is driving me a little bit crazy. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. And then I'm going to come in, and I'm going to put that right there. And and you could even pop that up on dimensionals too. Why not? Just to give it some more interest. Like that. My gosh, that is so simple. Bring in some jewels. These are the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. They're carrying over, as are the Tinsel Gems 3-pack, which you know makes me really, really excited, because if you followed me for more than 10 minutes, you'll know that I accidentally ordered 11 packages of the wrong ones. So I've got Tinsel Gems for days and months and years. So, okay. Hello, Judy. How are you? Shapermint. Yeah, that's it, Julie. Right? This is my cat. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Now, aside from the armpit fat, which isn't a good look, and nobody really needs to see that. But they had a sale on, and I'm a sucker for sale. And so I got the boyfriend shorts, and I got all the things to suck me in. I can't breathe when I'm in them, but they hold everything I was supposed to. And should I ever want to play volleyball, well, nobody's bouncing around but the ball. So, not that that would ever happen. Okay, look at you guys. Are you looking? Look, we're done. We're done. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this here. Grab a glue dot. Okay, so this is like super duper ridiculously easy layout with a piece of paper and a circle. I mean, come on. Really, come on. I want to give that to somebody. Who wants this card? I'll mail it to you. Hey, put in the comments. Thank you, Shonda. Would you like me to send you this card? Anybody? Give me a yes. And then, hopefully I have your address, and I'll draw from anybody who might want me to mail them a card. Little happy mail. I'm so happy. I don't know why I'm happy for you, but I'll send you a card. Okay, so this is the first easy peasy layout. Let me see if I've got any more. I know I've got more of this paper because I bought 4 packs of it. Not even kidding. Look, you think I'm kidding? You know I'm not kidding. Look at it. I bought 4 of them. I was having a class, man. I needed more. I needed to make sure I didn't run out. So look, I have some scraps here. Let's do the same thing, a little bit more stepped up. All right, Shonda wants one. Maybe I'll make a whole, well, maybe not before I go to Mexico. Maybe I should make a whole bunch and just start sending out some happy mail, hey? I can do that. Now that I got my cheap postage, right? Okay, so this is going to be 3.5. Yeah, keep commenting if you want me to mail you a card. Okay, so 1 1/4 by 3.5. I'll do it. Okay, so that wasn't even the card that I was going to show you how to make. Let me show you. Do I have any cards? Oh Lord, do I have any card bases left? I might have used up my stash. Card bases. Nope, here's one. Oh, that's, holy cow, I did too. I always chop up an entire pack of paper at a time for card bases, but I just used 30 of them for my swaps. Okay, so let's do another one here. So we're going to take the same pieces, except not a circle this time. Okay. I'm going to fold it. So look at that. That's so simple. Right? Can you even call that a layout? I don't even know. So easy. Why do we overcomplicate things? Why? Why do we do it? I guess because we want to justify using all the toys we bought. Okay, so this one, oh, look, I did miss a piece. In my original recipe, I said, let's bring in a 3 by 2 3/4 piece of paper. So look, we could do the same thing as we did before, but this time we have an extra layer. So you could still put in a circle. Where's my circles going? You can still, hang on. You could do a sentiment on the circle, and then you've just got an extra focal interest point thingy. But that's not what I did. I went this one. This is 3 is going to go. So I'm just, yeah, this way. 3 by 2 3/4. So I'm actually putting mine down here, and I'm gonna, like say, I like things offset. So this is the layout. Retiring Gingham Gala. That's right. Thank you, Shonda. Yes. Get my shirt. It's coming up again. It's not okay. All right. Now, that's right, Barbara. You've played before. So in order to take it from simple to a little bit more stepped up, you simply add layers and or emboss. So this one you could add a layer and or emboss the layer. I'm going to emboss this little piece. I'm going to emboss this little piece with my new embossing folder. This is one of the, I don't know, it's called Swirly something or other. And it is massive. It is like the size of my hand and then some. So it's 8 by 6, 6 by 8.5. It's massive. So I could actually line up a whole bunch of these. I could do like lots. I could do 4 of them at once, but I'm not going to. But I could if I wanted to. I just don't want to. I'll do 2. I'll do 2 in here. Now, it's not one of our 3D ones. So for that, you just need the two, it's so old school. You just need the two clear plates and you run it through your machine like that. The petal pattern dies. Oh, yes. Okay, hang on, my cart's getting away from me here. All right, so I'm gonna roll this through. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn off my heat. Hold on, you guys. It's been freezing down here all day. And as I drink water, I freeze as well. So speaking of, I still have another 1.5 liters to go. All right. I'm starting to calm down a little bit. What time is it? 7:31. I've been a little, like even Alicia said today, Mom, like you're a little out there today. Yeah, okay. All right, so this is 3 by 2 and 2 3/4. So I'm going to, I should use liquid glue, but I'm not going to. I'm feeling rebellious today. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to put this here. I can hear you out there. Girls. Alicia, yeah. Can you guys hold it down a bit? Thank you. All right, so like that. All right, just a little bit more interest there. I'm going to come in with this one. I'm going to do sending you bunches of birthday wishes. And this blueberry blueberry bunches set is carrying over in the online exclusives. So if you don't have it, I think you should get it. Of course, Penny, I can mail to the States. I can mail anywhere. Just not product. It's a new one, Penny. The embossing folder. It's swervy. Let me look. I have to secretly look in my fabulous catalog of awesomeness. Let me just turn to, I don't even know where those folders are. But let me look. I have to sneak peek over here because you're not allowed to see the catalog. I'll go to like Stampin' Up! Jail. Of course, I don't have the embossing folders flagged. Swirly something here. It's called number 11. It's called So Swirly. And it is in Canada $14.50. All right. Now, I'm coming in with my other blueberry guy. And I'm going to fussy cut him. So, I didn't say it on my last one, but this one I'll say, turn the paper, not the scissors. It makes it a lot easier on your hand, especially if you're cutting 30 of them. This is not the card I made 30 of. I'll show you the card I made 30 of because I love it. I freaking love it. I see comments scrolling. I just don't want to look up because I'll probably cut my finger off. And if I tell you, if I break a nail before Saturday, I'm going to be so mad. They're so long, and this is the color that I'm going to paint them again. But I don't want to do it prematurely. I'm going to have to do it Friday. But if I break a nail between now and then, I might cry. I might cry. So, Dad had a good weekend, I hear. Oh, Friday, you guys, right? So I didn't do my coffee break on Friday. So I took my dad to the hospital. He has to have a scan. He's got an abscess near his kidney or something. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, long story short, we had to be at the hospital at 9 a.m. So I had to get up at stupid o'clock, put on pants, and I went to meet him at the home. And then there was a taxi, like he had a wheelchair taxi to come and get him. Not the DATS, but anyway, a wheelchair taxi. We got there. We didn't have to be there. It could have been a phone appointment. $180 in cab fare later, and what is an extremely draining ordeal on my father, not to mention his daughter. We didn't need to be there. Could have been a phone appointment. Was I happy? I was not happy. I was not best pleased. So that was my Friday. But anyway, Saturday, okay, here we go. So I've cut this. Saturday, my brother and my mom went to see him because Mom had eye surgery on Wednesday, right? She can't drive anyway, so she hasn't been there for a while. And I guess Dad had a really good day. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So let me show you. That was my weekend story. So here is what we stamped in Blueberry Bushel ink. All right, so just to step it up a little bit, let's look at our original card. It's very white, it's very stark. It pleases me. However, maybe you don't want it that stark. Maybe you want a little bit of color. You're going to grab your three pack of blender pens that you get, and it's actually 6 pens because there are 2 tips to every blender pen. And what is this? I hear you cry. This is like a magic marker. This will make any color marker for you if you want. If you don't, say you don't have a Blueberry Bushel marker, well, you don't worry. You squeeze this, you get a little bit of ink. You're squeezing this together. You're getting a little bit of ink transferred to the lid. You now have a mess. You now have a marker. Like, so you wanted to color something and you don't have a Blueberry Bushel marker. You do now. You pick up a little bit of ink, right, on the tip of that, and now you have a marker. How cool is that? Now, you're going to want to squiggle it until it goes away. Like, so this has got glycerin in it or something. No, not glycerin. This has, what is in this? I don't even know what's in this. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's some magic thing. But you want to squiggle until all the ink comes out, because now say you want to go in and make a yellow marker, then you're going to do the same thing with your yellow ink, right? You don't ever want to go right into the ink pad because you don't want it to get so saturated that you're never going to get it out again. Like, you just want it a little bit of color for little touch-ups. But here's something else you can do with the marker, or with the blender pen. What's called a blender pen is if you don't want to color with it a lot because it's going to pill and tear your paper. But what you're going to do is you're just going to run it. Sorry, there's something on here. You're just going to run the marker over the ink, and it's going to make the color bleed. So look what just happened there. And I'm going to do that on all of these, the line art from the stamp. And I'm just going to pull some of the color. Like, if you just rub it over once, you're safe. But like, you're not coloring. You're never going to get like a full marker image. Like, you don't use it like a marker like that. It's just to add a little bit of color. You could go in, if you wanted certain areas to be a little bit darker, you could go in, you know, and maybe do this little, whatever this thing, the little tip a little bit more. But you don't want to do too much because it will rub a hole in your paper. Okay, and then when you're done that, you're going to squiggle it off. And I saw your comment, Cindy. Yes, I think my brother, I'm hoping he will be here the entire time. He hasn't booked a return flight yet because Mom can't drive until Wednesday. And so I think he might stay here until we get back. So yeah, and actually I don't really like what I did there with these little things in the tip. However, we'll move on just for the sake of time. And I'm going to put this here. Did I tape that down? I did. And this one I'm going to pop up on dimensionals too. And you're going to put the lid back on this so it doesn't dry out. And so these, like I say, this is a 6-pack. You get 3 of these in the package. And so you essentially have like 6 markers. And you can use them over and over and over. I've had them for years, and they just don't dry out anytime soon. So this one, I think it goes this way. So like this. 3 blender pens. There is no difference. They're all exactly the same. Sydney, they're all exactly the same. I'm not sure I'm understanding the question. Hi, Melanie. I'll have to look at some of the comments. I know I've missed a bunch of comments there, people. Okay. So again, I'm going in and I'm putting in, you know, I like my 3 gems. You know, I got to have a bow. Clarify, Sydney. They're all exactly the same. You just get a 3-pack. So if you don't need 3 or don't want 3, just find 2 friends and split a pack, because it comes in a 3-pack. So go like this. And 739. Maybe some wink will disguise your... Yeah, maybe, Judy. It's just, it's too globby. I was showing you, but I shouldn't have. Chances are I'll just redo the whole thing. That's fine. So I'm just putting a glue dot and a bow. And there is our stepped up version. So simple, simple, simple. Let's do the one that I like better. This is the one I did earlier. There. So this one, I just simply ran it just to have the color bleed just a little bit. Nope, they're absolutely not, Sydney. Nope. So look, same pieces. This one has an extra square. This one has a circle instead of the square. But this is what I would call more stepped up. So this is the layout. Now, it's 740. Let me see. I'll show you this one. This one I brought in. I used the latte paper, the same swirly die. The swirly embossing folder. And I just, there are dies to cut this out of the paper, but I just fussy cut it because it was just faster. And grateful for the everyday magic of you that, like, see, cards have to make sense to me, right? And this does, because coffee is magic. And I am thankful for coffee every morning. Grateful for the everyday magic of you. But that's just a sweet little card. And that comes from this set, the Something Fancy. This one is carrying over. So that's that one. Now, let me show you what I made 30 of today as I pulled out my shirt. This is my swap card for the incentive trip, of which, once again, disclaimer, results are not typical. Fewer than 1% of demonstrators worldwide achieve the incentive trip. Ta-da! I love this card! And yes, I absolutely did die cut and fussy cut and do all the things and color all 30 of my swaps. And here they are. They're all ready to go for the other swappers in Mexico. So I can show you how to make this one too. And then I'll show you a few tips and tricks along the way, just because I can. Yeah. How many are going? I'm not sure, Paulette. Usually there are about 400, 450 people earn it. And then, of course, they bring at least one guest. So if all 450 say, double that, 900. And then I know, like my one friend, she's got 14 of her extended family are going. So as far as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, I'd say between 450 earn it. And then however many come. All right. So for this one, I've got my card base. I used the new lace, I don't know what it's called. It's a lace folder, 3D lace. I don't know what it's called. Let me look. You can't see, right? Okay. This one is called number 5. It is called Eyelet 3D. So that's in the new catalog. And that's the 3-inch. So that goes over here. And literally, I just made 30 of them. So I'm going to make another one. Thank you, Susan. I love this card so much. I can't even tell you. Okay, so that's going to go here. And the, whatever the lace eyelet paper is, what's it called again? It's called Country Lace. Love it. Love it so much. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Now, that's crooked. It's okay. So, let me see if I've got extra bits in here that I don't have to do everything from scratch. So I've got this, these, and these. Okay, so what I do when it comes to cutting out the pieces, so yes, I had to cut out 30 of these and 30 of these, but I find it very, very difficult to stamp it and then cut it out with the dies and have it be centered. I get like 1 out of 20. Is it completely free for the fewer than 1%? Yes, it is, Sydney. It is. It's completely free for me and a guest. I'm bringing my children, so that costs extra, and I've extended a couple days, so that costs extra. But yeah, they pay the airfare and everything for those 5 days for this trip. Yeah, you bet. Okay, so for this, I brought in my retired Stamparatus because I had to. Because here's what you want to do when you have a situation like this and you need to mass produce all of these things. So this is stuck to my computer. Let me unstick it. So this one, I cut out 30 of these. I accidentally put dimensionals on the back of it. Okay, so you're going to cut out 30 of the teapots. and, or one, and 30 of the flower shapes. So then I bring in the Stamparatus, which you can no longer purchase. We don't sell it anymore, but I can't live without mine. I can't and I won't. So to set it up, let's see. Get a piece of scrap paper. And I get my stamp set, which I've lost. Where it is. So I'm going to get the flowers. And I'm going to set it on my scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to close the door, which is going to then stick to the paper, or the this thing, whatever it's called. Stamping in my basic gray. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to close the door. Okay, this being a positioning tool, the Stamparatus is a positioning tool, right? Now I know exactly where this image is going to stamp whenever I close the door. So this was one of the negative spaces I had cut out, right? So I'd cut out the flower, and this is what's left. So now I just take this and I line it up where the stamped image is exactly in the middle. Exactly. So this is exactly where I need it to be. I lock that in place with the magnets. I bring in my piece because I know now this is going to stamp exactly in the center of this piece. And I don't have to worry about the dies moving, and you know, so many times you cut these shapes out and it's not centered, right? You stamp it and you try to cut it out and it's bogus. Perfectly centered every time. Then you go in, you do the next piece, right? Because you've just cut out 30 of these. Do it again. This is one of the new ones, Bernice. This is called Country Flowers. I absolutely love it. It's part of a suite, Country Birdhouse suite. So these come together and there's the paper goes with it and all the things. So it's available in the new catalog. You can order this one right now, Bernice, as a demonstrator. It's on the pre-order, or if you wait till May 1st, anybody can order any of it. Okay. And likewise with the teapot. So I did the exact same thing with the teapot. This is the one I had cut out. Put it in the hole that I had created. Ink it up. Close the door. And if it's not dark enough for your liking, ink it up again and close the door again. So that's what I did 30 times. So just tips and tricks. If you don't have a Stamparatus, they do have, you know, you can go get a Misty, or you can get different companies carry them, positioning tools. This one, I then stamped the sentiment from this with Heartfelt Sympathy. I colored all my pieces. Now I just put away all my blends, and you don't really need to see me color. However, I guess we could do it. I used, gosh, what did I use? I used, oh, they're over here still. These are the colors I used. And my petal pink. Okay, so this is my template. I used, for this big guy, I used the dark Lost Lagoon. You know how to open these. I've shown you before. Hold it like this. Push it like that. Slide it off. Do a little dip just in case it's going to ooze out alcohol. Now on all of these, yes, I sat and watched a movie and colored them all because that made me very, very happy on Friday night. I try not to go over the lines. I don't want my lines to bleed, if possible. So I just go up to the line. It takes, yeah, a few seconds more. But I like the result better, so I try not to cross the lines. But if you don't like coloring, this would be torture for you. But this was so relaxing for me on Friday. Friday, I was a waste of skin. Or a waste of makeup. I was just wasted. By the time I got home Friday, between Mom's eye surgery on Wednesday, I had spent all day Wednesday. I spent 7 hours in the car. Thursday, I spent 7 hours in the car, and Friday, I was 9 hours. Like, in and out. Like, I was away from home for 7 hours, and 9 hours. And I was just a total waste. I needed to decompress. So this is what I did for hours on end. Demo how Sue lined up the sand dollar stamp. Did she, Trina? I thought I saw your question and I didn't understand your question because it's one of the hybrids. Or did she? I didn't watch her video. Did she answer you on that one, Trina? Because I thought she just ran inked up the paper and ran it through and cut it all at the same time. Did she not? I didn't understand your question, but I didn't watch her video. So why am I coloring the same one? No, you just watched me do that. So, okay. So anyway, you don't need to watch me do it. Okay. So I went in and I did, this is Misty Moonlight Light and Misty Moonlight Dark. This is Lost Lagoon Light. That's Smoky Slate Light. And I went in just with my marker with the the petal pink because it would bleed. If I used my blend in there, that would bleed. It's such a small space. Such a small space. So don't do that. I'm going to use some mini dimensionals if I can find them. Here they are. Okay, so my shirt is riding up. Okay, so I want the teapot here, and here, and here. And this is what I found by doing 30 of them. You do one, and then you make sure that everything's positioned, and then you just get busy. So I did the first one. I put the teapot here, so his handle is just hanging over a little bit, but I wanted enough space for the gem to be there. Another top tip, you don't want to put dimensionals right on the back of this in case it's going to run into this guy. So you know my Tamara trick. You take the dimensional and you put it right on the card. And then, because I did 30, I know where the other ones go. They go at the top of this. I can put 2 on here. But you don't want to have a third one here because you'll probably have it hit the teapot and then it'll be off kilter. And you don't want that. So like that. Grab your jewels again. And these are the, this was the Tinsel Gems 3-pack, of which I ordered 11 too many. And they work, the coloring works. Like that. And then I had to have a twine to go on the teapot. Spout. Like that. And I keep losing my glue dots. This is why my shoulders are up around my ears. After making 30 of these, I was like, okay. But it was fun because it was a process. I started it like Friday or Saturday night where I punched them, I die cut and stamped all the flowers. And then I spent, and like I say, I watched a movie with Craig or a show with Craig and colored them all. So that was very therapeutic. Now what I want to do, when we do swaps, we don't include the envelope. But I did want to stamp the inside. So what I'll do here is I'm going to take this flower off, put it on a block, and then I'll stamp the inside here with the gray. Okay, is everybody still? Okay, yeah. All right, like this. 7:54. I still have time, so I can do the insides on the envelopes. So there we go, like that. Done. Do you love it? Do you love it? I love this. I love this. Right, Julie? It's so true. And even though we've got, I've got the tape, so what I like to use, this stuff. So I use this to hold my dies in place. If I'm just doing one off, right? So there we go. The Post-it note tape, Amazon or Staples. But if you have a MISTI or a die cutting or a positioning tool, and you're mass producing, like that saved me hundreds of hours, honestly. And then you can use all the scrap, like when you cut it, if you were to stamp and then cut out, every time I do it too close to itself, right? Like I can never seem to save the paper properly. So this way I just cut them all out and you don't have to worry about, did I stamp it too close? Like, anyway, I love it. I love it. So this is the same layout as this and this. And I was really hoping the airplane bundle would come in. It's coming in tomorrow, but I want to do the airplane. So this would just be a strip of the airplane paper and an airplane. Perfect fella card, right? Like what else could we do? Any of it, all of it, the bees, the bee paper, but now it's like $7.56, so I'm not going to. But any of these papers and a small-ish die cut or a stamped image, like this is the uber simple one. This card, it's adorable. I like it. And now that I've got 5 packages, you can do it in all colors. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's the thought process when Tamara gets busy with scraps. So here's the next thing I'm thinking. Well, maybe next week's card. Actually, next week I'm not going to be doing a card. I'll be on a beach. But look at all these little extra bits that I had left over from cutting my strips. So, right, like, I guess what I'm saying is use what's lying around on your desk for your inspiration. Like you could just have a gay old time here. Put down 5 pieces and call it a pattern. And like you could just use what you got. Don't overthink it. That's what I did. And I ended up with this gorgeous card for my swaps. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Cool. How does an hour go so fast, you guys? How? I don't know. But I am ready. I'm ready to call it a day. Tomorrow I think I might have to start packing. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. I feel like there's royalty in the house. See, Julie, I started following you and Casey New, my chirpy card maker of quilts and more. So I got it written down because I'm old in my memory. And it's probably past your bedtime now, right? Because it's like late there. Excellent. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad, Karen. I'm so glad. I would love for you guys to case these. It makes me happy. Honestly, it makes me feel validated that, okay, people are watching, they like it, and they're going to do it, and they're going to use it. And then you're going to mail it off, and you're going to spread some good into the world. Somebody's going to get your card, and they're going to be happy. And it just keeps on going. Hey, Carol, hello. Please try it. So I'm going to take photographs right now, and I'm going to post them. And then if and when you do, please post yours. Post it. You don't have to watermark it. It doesn't have to be Stampin' Up! Product. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's my page. You don't have to have copyright Stampin' Up! None of that stuff. Just share. Just share because I love seeing what you come up with and the versatility. And honestly, I case you guys right back half the time, right? So fantastic. Now listen, wrong button. Okay, so Friday I will be here for coffee break. I was going to say coffee and cards. No, coffee break. Life permitting. If I'm not going to be here, I will let you know. I will not be here next Monday. I'll be on a beach. Now, I didn't think that I would be doing anything. I have to do some social media. I have to show you guys this resort. I don't care if I have to pay the $12, whatever. My Rogers plan sucks because Rogers, you guys in the US, you've got some decent cell stuff. We pay $1 bazillion for like nothing here. Our cell service is horrible, horribly expensive. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to pay it because you guys need to see the resort. So I might do some lives and I'm going to post lots of pictures, but I will not be going live for Mystery Card Monday, obviously. The Monday I come back though. So I'm coming back Monday the 6th. I'll be bleary-eyed and I'll be just like, oh, what sunburnt, all the things, right? But I'm going to come live on the 6th and I'm going to show you my swaps. Okay, we're not like I can't even. There's no way I'll be able to design a card, but maybe I'll make one that is a swap that I receive. So you want to come, you want to see what the other leaders in the Stampin' Up! Business have to share. And honestly, the swaps aren't usually like over the top crazy. They're usually very simple because you got to make 30 of them. And we like quick and simple so that we can show them in our classes and we can teach our people how to do simple. You don't want somebody to say, oh my God, I have to spend like $10,000 and have a craft room to be able to make a card. No, you don't. You need a piece of paper, some scissors, and a punch. So this is a totally acceptable swap card because it's easy, right? Quick and easy. You want people to be successful. Anyway, all that to say, see you here Friday at 10 Mountain Time. And then I'll see you somewhere from Mexico. You'll see me, I won't see you. And then I'll be back here on the 6th and I will be showing and telling and hopefully relax. So thank you for hanging out with me. Share what you make and post it. And we will see you on Friday. Thanks, friends.